everybody. Did you miss me? Good. Now that you're all here, we can start. Welcome to my first Q&A. I did not expect to have this much questions. To me, it's a lot, and I appreciate everyone for participating and asking their questions. I hope I give you satisfactory answers. With that being said, we're well on our way to 200 subs, which is our next milestone, and wow, you guys are showing such great support. I don't really have a script for this, so it's gonna be as raw and uncut as it can be. So, sit back, relax, grab some snacks. Perfect. If you know that reference, you got it. And enjoy me answering all of your questions. Alright, let's start with this one. Sergeant Maggie. We know who this is. Anyways, let's read out their questions. So you hit another milestone. What was your very first, aka, when's your birthday? Watch out, we'll be judging that astro chart hard. Oh, here we go. So, my birthday is November 24th, 2002. I don't know what you'll be doing with that information, but that was when I joined everybody in the universe. Number 2. How did you fall down the rabbit hole of listening to ASMR and then end up reversing the roles to record it yourself? I'm usually always the soothing type, so I'll do my best to nurture and look after everybody in my circle or anyone I truly care about. And sometimes, that comes from a place of wanting that same exact care that I try to give out to others. So when things are tough for me, there's not really much people that can see or that I let see that side of me, because I don't want to burden anybody or be a bother. So I usually just kind of lock down and stay to myself. And in one of those days, I got curious enough to listen to some girlfriend ASMR videos, and for a time I started listening to them more and kind of enjoying the emotions and feelings that they can kind of help you cope with. I ended up trying to reverse the roles and record it myself because I had multiple friends who've joked about it due to my voice and how I go about soothing and kind of helping them through problems. It was either that or being a psychiatrist. But I wanted to put a little twist on it, so it's not always just kind of comforting to you guys, but if you don't really have a problem that day, you can just fire up one of my videos and reminisce about how funny it was on the first time when I got diddled in prison or jumped by Batman. Things like that. So I hope that helps you understand on why. And it's also something for me too. I feel very helpful. Well, let me just be blunt. I feel very useful when I feel like I'm providing someone happiness or helping them through tough times. So I really appreciate it when people give me comments about how funny it is to them or how much it helped them. As much as my content is for you guys, it's also for me too, which is why I'm taking my own pace with it, because I don't want this to become something of a job or a task. I just do this when I'm bored. Keep your expectations to yourself, and we'll have a good time, girlies. That's right, you too, bro. You're a girly now. Let's go through the next question that Maggie has. She's given me quite a lot. Not that I found a problem. What drew you towards Bom Tae-ha as your go-to thumbnail avatar? Is it on a whim and just because he's hot? Obviously, yeah, he's very attractive and very interesting as a character for me. Usually I'll just go on Pinterest and search up black hair manhwa boy, and then I would just find any character that has black hair and it looks like they go to the gym and somewhat appealing or something. It's not because he one-to-one looks like me, but it's just like some character that kind of helps you self-insert yourself in situations regarding their mannerisms or similar traits. Like for example, if they have black hair, it's easy for me to insert myself in there. Or if they like going to the gym, like just similarities. That's not me saying, oh my god, I look like this very hot guy. That doesn't exist. That's usually my judgment on how to kind of fire up some avatars for the thumbnail and characters. Now let's move on to the next question. Would you ever share bloopers, outtakes in the future so we can laugh along with you? I would absolutely love to, but usually when I finish a video, I delete every content of it just so I can save space. But I'll start doing that when I invest in an external SSD, so I'll have more space to be able to do that. Number 5, we have favorite genre of music with some no-skip song recommendations. I'm more of a person that kind of depends on the situation and environment I'm in, and I listen to music that allows me to give me a certain vibe. Basically, like if I'm in the gym, I'll listen to something like very uplifting or hype or just like ear blasting. So funk music, you know, like the Brazilian funk or whatever the hell. Not like mango, you know, not those songs. Listen to some anime OSTs, like Attack on Titan stuff, like that usually will help me like get very hype, and I'll listen to that if I'm going to try to hit a PR that day or something like that. Sometimes I'll listen to sad songs too, just to help me cope. It just really all depends on my vibe and mood that day. I don't listen to music for like the lyrics or the artist. I just appreciate what the music is about, and if it's like, you know, if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. I'm not really picky with it. So yeah, it's all about just good vibes or where I am. Some song recommendations. I'd say Not Around by Nova is really good, and I'm the type of person who will listen to the same exact song every day. But yeah, Not Around by Nova is very comfy for me. It's so vibey, and it just hits like home. I also have Somber's Back to Friends. That one's a good one. Like there's a period where I just listened to it like all week. I was reading ORV at the time and was dealing with a lot of stuff, but the lyrics didn't correlate to whatever I was dealing with. Just the music, the beat, or just the instrumental itself, I was resonating with. That's a good one. Wish by Trippie Redd and Diplo. Those are some good ones. For like gym or like anything else, if I'm just listening, Clear Eyes by Aiden Swank and Bleach Blonde. That's a really good one. That's like my default song, and it's just really good and gets my blood pumping. Yeah, so like I can range from Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole, rap, R&B to like anime OSTs, and it just doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, no one's hearing what I'm listening to, so it's all from me. But yeah, so let's move on to the next questions. Okay, so next question is anonymous. What and who inspired me to make unhinged boyfriend ASMR audios? My boredom. That's really what inspired me to make unhinged boyfriend ASMR audios. I am a very bored person. I'll get these random energy boosts and I don't know what to do with them, so my boredom leads me into interesting places. Hence why we're here. There's not really a person that inspired me, it's just more like a collective, like just the whole collective of strangers trying to make you feel better online, and it actually helping other people get better with things just seems like a positive thing. Like you can't really complain about that. I mean, unless you really want to, like that's all up to you. But yeah, next question. Do you have a favorite among all the audios you made? And if so, which one and why? Actually, let's take a look. My favorite one was Fourth Wall Break. Simply because it was more of like a showcase that I'm capable of being more than just a voice. That's why it was filled with visual edits, because I'd expect someone who's listening to ASMR not to be looking at their screen, right? That's why most of my stuff is just basic edits. It's just characters popping up here and there. I don't really like focus on that. You're here to listen to the audio, not to see me actually getting jumped in real time, which would be entertaining for some, yes, but I mean, I can't really be bothered to do all that right now. But yeah, I think that one's my favorite because I get to kind of talk back to you as my listener, which I don't say I'm allowed to do, because, you know, I'm trying to help you get over the problems you're having or make you forget about the things that are bothering you. Next question. Are you/were you in college or uni? If so, what's your major and why did you choose it? I've had many courses in college. I took an electrician course, an automotive course, and currently I'm taking a computer science course. And I chose that partly because it's more of like I have to choose something, you know, like I'm not really interested in academics and whatnot, and I've never been good in academics. And it's more so that you kind of just need that to survive. So obviously I have to do something. If not, then I won't be able to be successful for my future family and whatnot. So I took those things, but I always see it as I'll always find a way to figure things out and end up where I want to be. But that's not like an excuse for me to not work hard. I still want to work hard and put my efforts in things that I'm actually interested in. So it's a bit complex. But yeah, I hope that gave you the idea. Next question. Were you dropped in the head as a baby? This is important. Oh yes. I think so. I would say that, yeah. Probably like the moment as I ejected myself out. You know, I probably even did like a little dancey dance because I was the one that won. You know, I won the race. There was a powerful dictator next to me. There was a lawyer. There was a doctor. There was a surgeon. Anything. Everybody. And then I still won. That's how you know, man. That's how you know you're in the presence of a legend. Favorite dinosaur? Barney does not count. Well, dang it. I was definitely going to choose Barney. My favorite dinosaur would have to be this Spinosaurus aegypticus. Because he's just like me for real, you know? Me and Spino go way back. We just chill like that. Partly it was because I loved dinosaurs as growing up, and I would repeat Jurassic Park 3 on my VHS when I would get home from school. And yeah, I will never ever forget that little ringtone.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
But yeah. Do you play Minecraft or video games in general? Please expound. Don't just say yes or no. Let's make your video longer. Okay? Good boy. Oh, well, thank you so much. I think the video is already long enough. To be continued. Okay, well, I hope you had a great rest. I do play Minecraft. I do play video games in general. That's how I'd like to spend my idle time, majority of the case. But yes, I do play Minecraft. I used to be a sweat in Overwatch. Though I don't like FPS shooters. I played Marvel Rivals. I'm a really big Monster Hunter fan. Any game that allows me to be free in customizing the fluidity of my movements, things like that, I will love to try and play. I've played Apex for my friends, Fortnite, Risk of Rain 2, Elden Ring, Sekiro, Dead Space, hell, even Roblox. There's still entertaining games in there. But it just really all depends on my mood and who I'm going to play with. Who knows, maybe in the Discord we can do some game nights. Or maybe just hang out while I play something in the background. Shameless plug. I'll find some time to organize that. But yes, I love video games. Before Minji, I actually had a channel that I always believed to be shadow banned at some point. And kind of just gave up on it afterwards. Because I wasn't getting the traction I wanted for the effort I was putting in those videos. It's somewhere out there, and I'm sure one day it'll be found. There's some pretty fun Easter eggs in there, like you can see me be unhinged, zesty, whatever you want.
What?
Anyways, thank you for these questions, anonymous one. Let's go to the next question. What is my zodiac sign? Oh, yes, great. I am a year of the horse, so take it as you will, but all I know is horses don't stop, they keep going. You know what I'm saying? No! But yeah, I hope that answers your question. Next question. What is my favorite show or anime? This is a lot. I'm gonna just list a bunch of shows and animes. I love Bleach, Dragon Ball, Naruto, JJK. They're pretty much all mainstream, right? I've watched Fruits Baskets, One Punch Man, Demon Slayer, Blue Lock, Kuroko's Basketball, Hellsing, Hunter x Hunter. They're very mainstream animes. Like Attack on Titan, and some shows like Dexter. Not really interesting, to be honest, but yeah. Hope that answers your question. Next one. What are my hobbies? Okay. Oh, they're pretty average, I'd say. I like to sketch a little bit. I like to edit videos, and I like to make content, which is what I'm doing right now. I go to the gym to work on my physical and mental health, so exercising is fun. Playing video games allows me to stimulate my brain. You can learn a lot of things if you really look at the right places when you're doing these simple hobbies. But yeah, that's pretty much my hobbies. Next question. Benji, how come you're so hilarious? And how do you come up with the video ideas? Well, thank you very much for saying I'm hilarious. Thank you. So how do I come up with these video ideas? Well, what can I say? Usually I'll find something that's very funny, or think of something random just out of the blue, like amongst my day, and then just write it down on my notes, and then work with that as my basic foundation, and then make a script out of that. So like, for example, for the prison one, I just remembered seeing this old meme where Mark Henry was about to diddle like some Dr. Phil looking guy, and like I really liked his delivery of him like saying like, "Oh, hang up that computer call, I'm feeling romantic." I really like that one, so I just made a script out of that. And these things are simple, it's just all about delivery. So I hope that answers your question. Thank you for asking your question. Now we'll move on to the next one. Will you ever do M for M audios, or is it strictly just M for F? Also, your videos are enjoyable to listen to. By Julian. Well, thank you so much for participating, Julian. Unfortunately, I don't think I will do an M for M focused video, because that's just my personal preference. I do usually create M for A audios, which doesn't have pronouns involved in it, so all audiences could kind of enjoy it. But yeah, I usually lean in more towards M for F and M for A that doesn't really, you know, have like feminine or masculine features when describing the listener too much. But unfortunately, that is my personal preference, so I'm sorry to disappoint. Once again, thank you for listening to my videos, and I really appreciate you participating. Alright, next one. Okay. Well, actually, I thought you would remember, given we had such a fun time. I don't even know how to answer this question. It's good. Sunlight, you know, sunlight. What is your type? Okay, I'd really just prefer a no-nonsense honesty, if that's the right word to put it. Yeah, someone who's not afraid to be vulnerable, or someone who's not afraid to speak out on their feelings, like, "Oh, hey, I really enjoyed this, thank you for doing this to me," or "Hey, I wish you could communicate more like this," or "It would make me feel better if you could do this, that, and etc." You know, things like that. I obviously wouldn't mind brattiness or attitude here and there, because come on, like, I can't expect that from the likes of you. Yeah, I'm just joking. But yeah, someone who's not always looking for chaos, and preferably someone who's healed. But yes, thank you very much for asking this question. Let's go on to the next one. Come on, guys. Come on. Are y'all really asking me this question? Of course I am, silly goose. I'm the freakiest of them all. I may be freaky, but I'm also not weird with it. Alright, like it's a respectable level. I'm not gonna do some crazy like, oh yeah, you lathered up in that peanut butter, you know, like shit like that, like regular shit, like holding hands, you know. Alright, whatever, next question. Who are your fave female ASMR role players? You have to say actual names. You can't say there's too many to choose from, or are there new ASMR artists you enjoy listening to? Alright, so I'd say I actually started from this person right here, Bumblebee Audios. She was the one that helped me through the small time that I was listening to ASMR comfort videos. She had a very nice, soothing voice, and the script she did was really good. And she just seemed like a really calm and down-to-earth vibe. I enjoyed listening to her audios, fell asleep to some of them, and it was pretty nice. Vienna, she's also got a nice voice, she's got fun scripts, and she's pretty chill when interacting with her community. The next one I can remember is Meow Audios. She's got some pretty fun ones, and her audios are really nice, the voice is great, and the delivery is on point. Nari ASMR too, like, again, I don't really listen often, but when I do, like, they're always just fun. They'll give me ideas to different types of scripts, or ideas on how I could deliver or how to comfort properly in my audios. So yeah, these are some of my top ones off of my head. Next question. You don't have to answer this question, but I'll ask just in case. If you had a partner, what do they think of you making ASMR? Or if you had a partner who made or wanted to make ASMR, what would you think? I'm a little conflicted with this one because I don't have a partner. So I don't have any worries on that department. But if I did, I don't think I would have used my skill set to make boyfriend ASMR content, because I just wouldn't want to overcomplicate things with my partner. Ideally, right? If I had a partner who made or wanted to make ASMR, as long as they know how to kind of separate their, how do I say this, their persona online from their real one, then I'd say it's okay. It's kind of hard because I can be very possessive. Well, you can't blame me, I'm not gonna be perfect. I mean, if anything, if you're not obsessed and very territorial with your partner, what are you doing? You should be all about them and only about them. That's how I think. Or maybe it's because I just want psycho girls. I still need to heal that part of me. Next question. NSFW ASMR when? Or would you prefer not making any? I don't think I'll be making NSFW ASMR. I'm sorry, everybody. I feel like that's something that passionate and intimate should be reserved for my one and only, you know? I wouldn't want my partner to share that vulnerability with anybody else but me, so I'll do the same thing. Sorry. So yeah, but I mean, like, $10 million is $10 million. Oh, Doppelganger Meg here. What is your MBTI and the 3 numbers at the back of your credit card? Oh, I don't think you would want that burden of having my credit card, so I'll just save you the hassle. But my MBTI is INFJ or INFPT. But yeah, if you're really interested, you can search that up. Thank you for your participation, Megan. Next question. How tall am I? I am 6 foot. Yes, that's right, everybody. I'm sadly not a nonchalant redhead who's 6'7" and has a college scholarship well on its way. Damn it. But yeah, anyways, what can I do? Okay, next question. Just wanted to say you kind of saved me from depression once because of how unhinged one video was, lol. Let's just say like you made me so confused that I forgot I was sad and blaming myself. Then, so naturally, you just broke the fourth wall every damn minute that you can. So yeah, that lifted me up and made me feel less horrible. Thanks a lot for that. Got you an instant subscriber. Well, all of this was cringy. I guess it doesn't hurt to let someone know they did a good thing. Sorry that this isn't to ask question. Just want to let you know, I hope that life treats you well and stays safe. Well, thank you very much for your kind words. It doesn't have to be a question. You can just send anything, like it can even be hate. But this is something I didn't expect. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your words. I hope that everything is going well for you. You guys don't know me, I don't know you, but these type of things here, I take so much pride in. It makes me so happy when I can make someone forget about how sad they were or about the bad day they're having, just for that moment that they're in my domain. And the feeling I get from hearing this is indescribable. So I just want to let you know that I hope things get better for you, and they will be. There will always be a light at the end of that tunnel that you're in, and there will always be good times as there will be bad times. I really hope that whatever you're going through has passed, or you're fighting through it like the amazing soul that you are. So keep on keeping up. I'm rooting for you, okay? Have a good one. Let's go to the next question. So this one we have from Lily Wayne. Wow, I'm even attracting celebrities apparently. Before anything else, would you please grace us with a little song? Ah, you're evil, huh? You really want it so bad? Fine. Don't come after me if you start covering your ears. This song has actually been stuck in my head. It used to be my #1 played song last year, or years ago when it came out, and it's one of my very personal favorite songs. Got me through hard times. Moon, a hall of light through the big top tent up high, here before and after me, shining down on me. Moon, tell me if I could send up my heart to you, so when I die, which I must do, could it shine down here with you? 'Cause my love is mine, all mine. I love mine. Nothing in the world belongs to me but my love, mine, all mine, all mine. There's something for you. Now, next question. You're stuck on an island and you only get to bring 3 things. What are they? To be honest, my bed, a boatload of food, and like a flare gun, I guess. Because that would be like chill. I'll stay in an island, I'll chill, you know, use my outdoor boys experience. If I see someone passing by, I mean, I have my flare in case if I want to reintroduce myself to society. You have a favorite song? I did answer that question earlier, but I just sang one for you, so I hope you enjoyed that or had a laugh at it. Marry, date, or kill? Gojo, Nanami, and Toji. 3, 2, 1, gar, and expound, please. Okay, so I'd marry Toji because I can fix him. Nah, bro. Like, come on, let's be serious here. I'll marry Nanami. Nanami is the most stable and overall best choice when you want to live a married life. He just wants to chill. He's an honest businessman, and I'm sure he will love gently. I'll date Toji. I wouldn't try to change him, but if I wouldn't try to change him, I would just kind of learn how to appreciate him. And if hypothetically he shows me the same love as he did with his wife before she died, yeah, that would be enjoyable. That would be very enjoyable. I'd kill Gojo because Gojo would not really take care of you. But my take on Gojo is that since he's quote-unquote the strongest, he has a different mindset. He's not going to be able to relate to you unless like you're also very powerful and whatnot. And like while he could be entertaining from time to time, I don't think it would work out long. He'd probably be out on missions left and right, and when he is there, you'd probably be given crumbs or whatnot. Like it's not no love story, everybody. This guy's the strongest person. He has no other people to relate to when his friend died and when he like kind of like jumped up into that power scaling. Like that's him. Like, come on. But in all seriousness, like at the end of the day, I'll pretty much just be a widow. These are my opinions. If you don't like them, cool. Have a good day. Would you rather be a fly or a cockroach? What the Yo, why are Lily... Alright, I'm not even gonna judge. I'd rather be a fly because they're so nonchalant, you know? Actually, see, a fly is like very nonchalant. They'd be like rubbing their hands and stuff. You know, like, oh, is that food I see? I was like, manure, my favorite. But cockroach, man, they got crazy abilities. They fast as hell. They can survive cold. You know, survive cold, hot. They can be anywhere. They can even fly. I have so much bad memories from that as a kid. But yeah, cockroach, man. What do you think is the most important quality an individual can possess? In the same vein, what do you think the worst characteristic trait a person can have? I think the most important quality an individual should possess is resilience. Nowadays, there's a lot of things that can solve things for you and even think for you with AI advancing and a lot of TikTok and a lot of social media becoming and a lot of social media giving quick and easy gratification. It's becoming harder to find resilience now. And I can say this because I'm very lazy. I'm absolutely lazy. But because of that, I will find everything in my power to engineer a solution that solves my current situation while making it as easy as possible for me to relax. So I will always find ways to do that no matter what. That's why I can safely talk on this topic. So yes, resilience to me is a very important thing to have, because if you don't have it, I don't think you're going to experience a lot of problem solving without it. What do you think the worst characteristic trait a person can have? I think the worst characteristic trait someone can have is, I don't really know the term for it, but it's like when you speak before you think. I think it's just like a recipe for disaster. I think that way because when you do stuff so spontaneously, and that's coming from someone who loves to do things randomly and spontaneously, like my videos, for example, it can lead to a lot of problems in regards to what context or topic it is. So like if you're angry or something like that and you just let it rip without thinking like how badly you could have hurt this person with what you just said, that can lead to a lot of problems and a lot of unnecessary conflict. So I think that's all I can think of right now. And I hope that was a satisfactory answer to your question. Head pats or back scratchies? I mean, if you're offering, why not both? But a back scratch would be nice. Would you rather wear wet socks for the rest of your life or wear outside shoes indoors? I think I'm gonna have to block you now. I'd rather wear outside shoes indoors. I don't think I'd like to feel wet socks for the rest of my life. Thanks. Do you like traveling? If yes, do you have a favorite place? Oh yes, I actually travel daily. You know, I'm considered a traveler nowadays, and like I spend so much money on my first class seats and whatnot. No, I don't travel much. I honestly, I'm really comfortable in my position. I'll just stay home and enjoy my life. That's all I do. I don't have a favorite place, but I do want to visit a lot of places. I want to visit Japan, obviously. Come on, everyone wants to visit Japan. The Maldives. I want to visit Bali, Peru, Aruba, like all those places. They're all pretty nice and have great tourism. Between structure and freedom in life, which do you prefer? I prefer freedom. I do not want anything or anyone weighing me down. I want to do whatever I want and whatever I please. It's not so much as, hey, no, you cannot set your boundaries on me, otherwise I will feel like I'm shackled. It does not work that way, and if it does, you should probably double take on your current situation with your partner or whatever. For me, in life in general, I want to have as much freedom as I can, which is why I do things spontaneously or just whenever I want to, and that's how it makes it fun. I can work within a structure, but my creative abilities tank when I'm in a structure, because if I'm in a structure, I use up all my energy to follow that little routine or that little rule. You know, it's not to say that I'm always looking to do the next big thing, or I'm always looking for the next big adventure. I just want that notion that I have the will to just do whatever I can, and when I'm in that feeling, I always end up being very productive anyways. So just, yeah, I think freedom is a big thing for me. Would you be willing to share us your biggest W moment so far? I don't really know. I don't really have anything that's happening right now that would be considered a very big W for me. I mean, aside from this Q&A right now, this is pretty cool. Like, there are people who are genuinely interested in what I'm doing, even though I probably have given the most average responses ever. So yeah, I'm definitely working towards those biggest W moments. Would you rather be isekai'd into your favorite character's world, or have your favorite character isekai'd here? Low-key, if I was... I'm more so interested in being isekai'd into my favorite character's world, but I don't know if I would get, you know, the main character treatment. Like, I don't know if I'll get their powers, or like their, you know, their chances and opportunities, because I would be dead. I'd probably be dead. So if I was to, I'd like to be isekai'd in Bleach, you know, but if I don't have no plot armor, no nothing, I'm good, you know. Any advice for your listeners who are going through a canon event? I really wouldn't know what type of advice I would give you here, since there's a lot of different types of canon events. But if it's a bad canon event, I hope you're doing everything you can to give yourself the abundance that you deserve, or essentially give yourself the abundance that you portray towards others, right? That's the most important part in going through these type of things. Deep down, it absolutely sucks and it hurts, but the more you kind of fester yourself in that type of situation and energy, the more worse you'll get. So I'd say doing these little tiny victories that'll eventually add up over time, even if it's just getting up out of the bed and making your bed and just laying there for hours afterwards, bed rotting, that's a small victory for that day. That eventually will add up, right? You'll start getting better here and there. The best way to do that is to kind of learn to distance yourself from such canon events or wherever that environment may be, and learn to give yourself the energy that is being drained from you back. Once you learn to put that towards yourself, oh boy, there's gonna be greater things waiting for you. And I hope whatever you're going through, Lily, has passed, or you're fighting through it. I'm rooting for you, and I wish you luck. That's all my brain can muster. Midnight here. Congratulations on growing your channel, and thank you for sharing your voice and goofiness with us, you silly goober. Well, thank you very much. Alright, and the last question. Oh. Hi, Goat G. Well, you know me. Oh, it's Nadia. What's your all-time favorite comfort game? Or top 3 if that's easier. Comfort games. Tekken 8. No, you will not be seeing no comfort from me on Tekken 8. Like that's where all my aggression and EO comes out, right? I don't do it towards anybody or others, but you know, my negativity has to come out one way or another, and that's where it all comes out. Games and competitiveness and all that stuff. But you know, if it's like a friendly match, I'm obviously gonna make you think that you're good and, you know, help you with your confidence by letting you win. I'd say Monster Hunter or Roblox. Like, I could just kind of just plop down, immerse myself for hours. It's really just whatever I'm interested in that time. One time I binged Terraria in like 3 days. I like barely slept just playing it because I was so immersed in fishing. Please let us tune in. What are your top 5 songs in the moment? I mean, I already answered. 3. What's your favorite color? My favorite color is purple. That's my favorite color. Since Halloween is my favorite holiday, I was wondering if you have any ideas for your Halloween costumes this year, if you celebrate. I actually do not. I stopped celebrating since I was a kid, but if I really wanted to do something, I'd probably just do Crollo, because it's just a suit and tie. The last time I did something for Halloween was like 2023, and even then I kind of just drew over my selfie, and it was just me being Toji. with like the worm around my neck or something. Thank you for all your amazing work so far. You're the GOAT. Well, that's me. You always only provide the best, and I've been very happy to have crossed paths with you. That's my laugh. Meow for Meow Audios if you're keen to let one out this time around. Meow. Will you stop it now? Anyways, I think that sums up every question we had so far. I hope everybody's satisfied with the answers I gave them, and that you had fun hearing me talk. I'll see you guys on my next idea, and I hope you enjoy it. Bye. Oh, excuse me. Don't forget your thong. Yeah, I deserve that one. I'm so sorry, mommy. Anyways, get out of here. I gotta go. Peace. I love you. Bye.